So what you see is what you get editor in the photo booth operator. It allows you to create dynamic and rich documents, emails, etc. without having extensive knowledge of HTML coding. It basically lets you design a document or email template, whatever you're designing, and what you see on the screen is what your intended audience will see as long as they're viewing in an HTML viewer, not text only. So basically what you do is you would go ahead and begin typing just like you would in any other text box. But then you see above that you have a series of options that you can apply throughout the form. We've already created some sample text here, and we could do such things as making it bold, underlining it, making it italic, etc. And as you apply these styles to text, they can be obviously duplicated, as the case here, where we have text which is bold, underlined, and italic. We have the undo feature. We go to this first because it is extremely useful. So as you are editing, the photo booth operator will keep track, and you can go ahead and undo your changes. You can also redo them and add those styles back in. You can always all the way go back to the beginning as well. And then have the ability to align various aspects, and so we can do the left alignment as it is here. We can move it to the center, all the way to the right. Then we can do what's called full justification. Full justification applies to paragraphs. If you're typing paragraph text and it's fully justified, then the right and the left will both be lined up. Let's go ahead and show you what an example of that would be. So as you can see, we have a full paragraph of text here. Under normal left alignment, everything at the left is flush, but everything at the right is jagged based on the words themselves. If we switch to full justification, you'll see that the spacing in the words is changed, and so now it all matches up along the right side. You can also change the format. These are more HTML specific things. You can kind of ignore that. If you need to change the size of the text, better bet is to do it here in the size. And so we can make it much larger or smaller, depending upon the needs. Then we have the familiar to any kind of word processing, copy, cut, paste. And we have two special pastes. Paste is plain text, and paste from Word. It is extremely important, and this cannot be stressed enough. If you have Word documents that you are transferring into the photo booth operator, you must use the paste from Word option. Clicking the paste for Word simply brings up a window, just like any other text box, and then you will go ahead and paste what you have copied from Microsoft Word into this. Microsoft Word includes a bunch of specialized and unique characters behind the scenes. You can't see them, but the photo booth operator will see them in this text box. If you do not paste through Word, it will mess up the formatting, it will mess up the photo booth operator input box, and you will not get your desired result. We also have the option of finding and replacing text. The undo and redo we've already informed you about. We do have a page break key command right here. It puts in special code that the photo booth operator recognizes as a page break. Instead of having to memorize it, we've included it in our editor here. We also have the ability to make lists here, either bulleted or numbered. Bulleted obviously creates the little bullet marks that you're familiar with, and then numbering sets the numbering. We also have the ability to indent and redent text, so you can move them in and out. If you have a particular piece of text that you would like to be a link, simply highlight the text, then use the Insert Edit Link button. Photo booth operator will then load the form. And you can put the URL address that you would like to link to. Once you have text that's linked, if you need to remove that link, the easiest way to do it is the unlink button. We can also insert and edit an image, and what's extremely important to note here is that you need to type in the URL of the image. where it locates, either on your website or somewhere else. You cannot upload images into the editor, nor should you copy and paste images into the editor. If you do that, we are warning you in advance, that image will not show in any email that you send out. It will not show in any document that you generate in print. The only way to get images to show up is to put their URL in here. If you do not know anything about URLs or don't know how to access the images on your website, we have actually included instructions here for a couple of different websites where you can go and upload images, and they will provide you with the URLs, which you can then copy and paste here. We also have the ability to change the color of the text. So make that yellow. And the background behind the text. So if we want that yellow to stand out, we'll make it blue. You can obviously do any color you'd like. The ability to subscript and superscript text, useful for various things, fractions, postures, that kind of thing. You can insert a horizontal line. This is an HTML feature. It basically just creates a line. You can determine how wide the line is, either in pixels or percentage. If you want it to be the full length, just do 100%. And now you have your line inserted there. There's a spell check option. And there is an option for those of you who have the knowledge and expertise to simply enter HTML raw source code. Just brings up another box that you can then go ahead and examine the existing code that you've already created and then put in your own. Many of our business owners who have the ability will simply copy and paste entire HTML chunks into here so that they can get an exact look and feel. A lot of people that do the What You Get editors always wonder how you get the more advanced options, the things placed exactly where we want, and that is done through tables. A table is basically just a grid that you place into the What You Get editor. There can be more than one table. There can be tables inside of tables. The options are pretty much unlimited. To set a few things, how many columns, how many rows there are. You can set a border if you'd like. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to insert one right quick. And you'll see there that a table has been created. And you can type things in the different areas of that table. Once you have a table created, then the new commands come available. Table rows and cells, moving and deleting. It's best if you test these out on your own. There's limitless possibilities of what they can and can't do, but this is how you will get an exact placement and manipulation of images. The preloaded templates that come with the photo booth operator utilize tables extensively, and so it's a good idea to take a look at those if you need ideas on what can be done with tables there. The last part of the What You See is What You Get editor, or the shortcuts. And this basically just provides an opportunity for you to insert information into your forms that is dynamically populated once the forms are generated. So for instance, company name, every time that it sees that, it will put in your company name. Several of the business owners have asked us, why some things, such as company name, we would do in a dynamic field, since they can just go ahead and type the company name every single time. This basically is a shortcut, saves you time. And then should you desire some change down the road, perhaps not in company name, but for instance if you change the company's phone number or address, you would then have to go back into every single form and retype it if you had typed it in every single form. Whereas if you use one of the shortcuts, then that will automatically be updated for you.